Hello, Fulshear, Texas. I've got your Cross Creek Ranch home sales and forecast. It's May 2024, and overall resale activity is certainly on an increase. We're seeing it year over year now. 225 sales in the last 12 months compared to 208 the 12 months prior. Our quitters who tried to sell but were unsuccessful in the last 12 months, 47 not playing a real significant role in our market. Days on market and months of inventory are both on an increase year over year, as well as more short-term outlook. Our months of inventory are probably going to continue to rise in the spring months, as well as days on market are probably going to stay fairly flat around that 30, 40 range, somewhere in thereabouts. And our sales volume is probably going to still continue. We have 27 sales already on the books for May, 11 sales on the books for June already. So I'll anticipate that to continue to increase in our late spring months. Let's take a look at the most interesting, most important relationship in residential real estate: home sizes, from the very smallest to the largest, and their price. We go all the way back to 2019 just so you can see the unbelievable growth in this market in Cross Creek Ranch. Our blues are going to be our pending sales. Our pinks, or I'm sorry, our blues are going to be our most recent sales, 12 months and less. Pinks are pending sales, and the greens are active in this market. Everything is kind of pushing towards the top of this market, indicating still a lot of maintained growth in Cross Creek Ranch. So for the low part of the market, if you have that 2,000 square foot home, 330 to 380 is the bottom of your market. For your 3,000 square foot home, 390 to 480. 4,000 square feet, 580 to 690. Your bigger 5,000 square feet, probably 820 to 900 or thereabouts. We have a few laggards in that part of the market right there. On the top side of the market for your 2,000 square foot home, 440 to 640. We talked about this last time. There's two really great sales right in here, and a great opportunity for that 2,000 to 3,000 square foot home. If you're in a good location, the top of the market has just increased pretty abruptly and pretty strongly. 3,000 square feet, top of your market, 630 to 710. 880 to 1.2, 1.3 for your 4,000 square foot home, and for your 5,000 square foot, 1.2 to 1.4. And boy, we have a record. I think that's about 1.8 asking price right there at the very top of Cross Creek Ranch. Looking strong. We do go all the way back to COVID because it's so interesting, and we look at inflation numbers. We look at what the Fed is doing or what it's not doing for the last year almost. Maintaining really, and probably will continue to maintain, because this big blue scary line is not getting closer to the target rate that they would like to see. So all of our promised for interest rate relief is sort of getting pushed into the future. So what does that look like for our interest rates? 7.09%, came down a little bit this past week, but it's still probably going to stay stubbornly high for the next few months, really. I don't really anticipate too much movement off of that. Fannie Mae forecast indicates a little bit lower rates by the end of the year. We'll see if that happens. Our 30 rates forecast would indicate probably a trough in September or October or November. Again, that trough seems to continue to get pushed back too. Our over-under, more recently in Cross Creek Ranch, we have a few sales that went over asking price, but the vast majority of them are still below asking price and probably negotiating about 2 to 4% off of the sale, off of the asking price. Our inventory numbers, you can see, is tracking a little bit higher this spring. Here's our asking price and our sale price numbers, and that curve right there is still extremely strong. $196 a foot. That's a record that was set just this past month. So sales probably will continue to look pretty strong, and I'm going to say moderate to rapid increases over the next 2 or 3 months. All right, let's take a look at our forecast. We have our price distribution right here. We're looking, the first part of the forecast is looking about 600,000 and less. In this part of the market represents about 66% of the sales in Cross Creek Ranch. Lots of pending sales here. Really pretty neutral price pressure in the lower part of the market right here. We've got good stable prices here going through the end of the year. Our 700s to about $1 million. We have fewer sales in here, but look at all the pending sales here. This looks really strong. That trend line right there indicates a little bit of upward price pressure in this part of the market. And so we got stable prices with upward pressure probably through January, February next year. And the luxury part of the market still continues to go real strong. Got real strong prices through the end of the year. All right, well, that is it. If you would like to see your home placed in the market here or in any market, give me a call. I'm Keith Burris, broker at NXS Agency. Thanks for watching.